Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about a game changer for your sewing projects, seam sealants, like Fray Check from Amazon or Kawaguchi Pike from Rakuten. If you've ever struggled with fraying fabrics, this tip's for you. Let's dive in. Seam sealant is used for keeping fabrics from unraveling, such as loosely woven stuff, silks, or linens. You just have to dab it onto those raw edges, it dries clear, and the threads stay locked in place. It gives you way more control while sewing and cuts down on that messy thread chaos. But pay attention. Before using it on your project, grab a scrap piece of the same fabric and test a tiny drop of seam sealant. This lets you see how it spreads, how long it takes to dry, and if it changes the color or texture. You don't want surprises on your final piece. All right, let's see how to apply the seam sealant to fabrics. First, make sure the area you're working on is clean and dry. If you're sealing raw edges or loose threads, trim any super messy bits with scissors first, so you're starting with a neat edge. Squeeze the bottle gently to release a small drop. Less is more here, as it can spread. Use the fine tip to dab it directly onto the raw edge, loose threads, or wherever fraying might happen. If the tip feels too big or it's coming out too fast, dip a toothpick or fine brush into the liquid and use that for more control. Run the tip along the edge to spread it thinly. You want it to soak in just enough to bind the fibers. Don't drench it, or it might get stiff or leave a visible mark. After applying the seam sealant to the fabric, set it aside and let it dry thoroughly. Most people apply the seam sealant after cutting their fabric, and that's cool. But here's my trick. I like putting it on right after tracing my paper patterns before I even cut because it stabilizes those edges early. And here's a bonus. If your patterns are connected, like this, you can seal both edges at once. Saves time and reduces product use. But heads up, seam sealant is tough to remove, so only do this if you're confident in your tracing. And don't over-apply it, as too much can make your fabric stiff. Depending on the product and how much you slap on, the normal dry time for this kind of seam sealant ranges from 15 to 30 minutes. Keep it away from anything it could stick to while wet. If you're impatient, a hairdryer on low heat can speed it up. Just don't overdo it. This fabric, with seam sealant on the pattern tracing lines, has been drying for over 30 minutes. Check this out. Once it dries, my rotary cutter glides through, no snagging, and the pattern stays super precise without fraying. So, what do you think about using seam sealants? Which seam sealant you're using? Drop a comment below. Hit that like button if it helped, and subscribe for more sewing hacks. See you in the next one.